That's not good. Got a private request for this rotator job. 35,000 pounds. Looks like it's just inches away from kissing that. Is it touching? No. Very close though. So it's a delicate job. I'm gonna pull forward that tractor you see up ahead. It fell off his truck. So I'm gonna have him stationed right here. So once it's upright, he can back up right to it. We'll put it back on his fifth wheel. Alright. My guy successfully went forward, so that's my cue. Now, because it's at an angle, it's going to want to come towards my truck. I got to factor that in and go a good distance away from it. So let's just pull to the right a little bit. I think right here is very good. You got to give him plenty of room to back up straight. You got to line the boom. You got to measure that turret right there. So it's about perfectly 90 degrees off the side. It's good. Like I said, tires are there. Dave's gonna control the back, so as it comes over, he can actually swing it away from my truck. Not that it'll hit, but just in case. How long has this been flipped?
I think it flipped like at 8:30.
8:30?
Yeah.
Oh, it's been here for a while.
Later or what? Well, I think it was.
Alright, now that the outriggers are out, we'll just walk out my boom. I will be using my Bailey's 10-footer to hug it with the container sling up top. You don't say. Alright, so while I walk out the boom, I also at the same time get all my rigging equipment out. Now today I'm going to be doing something different from my container sling. This is brand new from Bailey's. I don't even know if they're out yet, but these are my famous platinum slings. I'm sorry, the grommet slings, but small. Don't let the size fool you, man. Those things will hold 34,000 pounds in a basket. I already tested it right here. Look how brand new it is. Can I even read that one? That'll be my catch. And then right there on the ground, I got my lift. Damn, and look at that. I walked it out as far as I could. Well, not as far as I could. I still got gas in the tank. Now we go in with the cable, and then from here, just throw this on the backside, and then rig. Perfect. And now the magic happens. Let's go. Let the blue line catch up. Now I got both cables on it. And the benefit of that is having both tension right now, so we don't damage that landing gear. All right. See how that line and that line both are going to have the same amount of tension? Now I go in with the white one and make sure the blue one doesn't break free. And then you go in at the exact same time, you'll see it. Or maybe not too much from the camera, but there comes a point when you can tell both of them have equal amounts of tension. There we go. There we go. Now notice the landing gear at the bottom. Now it's completely off the ground. That prevents the landing gear from buckling. Now we get it even, and I'm gonna have Dave rotate the back end to straighten it out. Okay, swing out the back. The front is absolutely perfectly secure, and we're just gonna make it straight. Back. Ready. That's why I stationed them in the front, because it'd be impossible to get through this Once upright. Oh man, that thing's completely airborne. Manhandle this baby like nothing. Booyah! Now the fun ain't over yet. That thing's bulging and it was way heavier than I anticipated, so let's let out with all the tension. Well, just like is pretty common with these things, it's leaning pretty ugly. In fact, they rejected the load from the get-go. That's the reason why he was leaving this dock. I'm not sure, maybe it was overloaded or stacked, but this was way more than 35,000 pounds, I'll tell you that. See all that gap? And then when we go to the front, well, he's gonna find out what his company wants to do. But barely. Alright, so the driver's on the line with his company now. I'm not sure how well it shows that it's sticking out right there, popped open. Without cutting the seal, there's no way to know if using the rotators to correct the load will work. Sometimes that's impossible the way they stack these things on what the product is. We are at a loading dock facility, so I mean my guess would be just back it in and offload. Alright, 30 minutes later, just to tell us we are gonna de-rig and put it right there in that dock. So we'll start with Hulk side. Dave has slight tension on the back. Oh man, yeah, look at the top of this thing, dude. Right here especially. I guess what the holdup was is this company's mad because if you see right here, this is some massive generator. And that foundation where it landed on is cracked a bit. They wanted a police report and all kinds of stuff. Ugh. I don't blame them. Alright, so that's where I put the pin. There's a method to it. The nut goes on the left on the outside of the container. That way when I'm ready to de-rig, this comes off and you just pull this out. Bam. Easy. And then this bad boy is 100 times easier. Just get it directly over. Bam. This is my first time using these. Thank you, Thad and Susan Bailey. These Cordova covers are the bee's knees, man. And then they're so lightweight. When I'm done, just whoop. Oh, there's the officer now. Someone's in trouble. Let's get out of here before they blame us. And just like that, our job is complete. So we'll do the invoice. put the trucks away, get out of here, and just be posted up in the front for when this guy backs up. Well, it looks like it's gonna take them a while to do this report. So in the meantime, I got Hulk put away. Dave's got the Black Beauty, Iron Man Cane, whatever we call this truck. And I'm gonna save battery on this DJI for some later calls. So until next time, peace out. Alright, so much for me leaving. The company will agree to offload this guy on one condition. See? Oh, okay. On one condition, that I stay behind so I can suspend it. Let me just move my truck. So far, he's doing okay. I personally don't feel this is necessary, but better safe than sorry. Once they start offloading, even in the first 5%, I mean, it only gets easier from there. There, we got Hulk ready set up. I'm probably gonna, let's see, probably a grommet sling in here, an 8-footer, or maybe my frame grab hooks underneath the container itself on the chassis. Yeah. What was the guy saying about that concrete, that they damaged the generator?
So that's a condenser tower. So the condenser tower runs on my refrigeration. So the thing is, that slab is 6,000 psi. So the condenser tower weighs like around 30,000 pounds with water, because it has water inside.
Yeah.
So I'm afraid that the crack's gonna run. You know how concrete runs?
Especially with the heat, huh?
With the heat, later on when it heats up.
Okay, I see the concern now. Well, the guy has a valid concern now for why the police had to come out for a report.
Oh yeah, we're done. We're done. If somebody would have took that out, bro.
I guess that's a very pricey, expensive unit.
Yeah.
And that slab that it's at is specifically designed and rated for its support. So with the crack on it, they're afraid that structural integrity of that slab is gone. He's got it. Like I always say, if it was gonna fall, it would have done it already. He's doing perfect. That does look funny though. I don't know if the DJI will capture it right, but you can tell by the landing gear, one side is a lot higher than the other. You're almost home, buddy. Now it's straightened out. Well, not really, but excellent. Let's get my truck ready. Alright, sorry guys, I'm in a rush, but check this out. So we'll go in with the white cable, then the blue cable, and the white cable. Okay. That is beautiful, man. So if you'll notice, my line of action is before the container. So my line, you never want to have your lines touch the casualty. The casualty is whatever you're lifting, whatever the unit is. In this case, the casualty is a container. You see a lot of people, man, they'll use their lines to wrap around the container, tractors, chassis, whatever. That's how you get kinks, ruin your working load limit. That's one of the biggest cardinal sins of wrecker work, and I see it all the time. Now, I'm not lifting the entire thing, otherwise I would have done a way different setup. This is only for their safety. This is only for their peace of mind, so when they go in there, they know it's not going to fall over. Now I just went to the chassis directly with my frame grab hooks, and I just put some tension on it, and that'll suffice. And then as I start emptying it out, I can let out on the tension so it doesn't go over more. Yeah, see, this is why load shift corrections aren't always viable. This thing is absolutely packed. In fact, it's so packed I'm surprised the load is shifted, but you can see here along the side of the wall how it's flush, and right here there's a gap. But these things are so condensed that if I were to lift from this side right here and put pressure on it, it wouldn't even out. It's not like pallets where they can slide and you can use things like airbags to correct them. This is 100% an offload job. It's either that or take it off, put it on a Lando. But oof, I'm gonna be here a while, man. What is this? Oh, candles. Oh, Melly's gonna love these. Another thing is what sucks about loads like these is you can't just use a forklift to go in there. You'll break these boxes, and not only that, they're not palletized, they're all hand stacked. I love my job and all, and I know work is work, but every time I see stuff like this, I just imagine how this was packed. If I'm not mistaken, a lot of these come in from overseas, like China and stuff. How long you think, if any of you guys are in the industry, it takes to hand stack box by box a container like this, front to back, fully loaded? That is something you cannot pay me enough to do. Oh boy, I am going to be here a while. I think it's only 2 of them. I guess the only option is to put this thing down and help. That's my karma for talking trash on this right now. Otherwise I'll be here until nighttime, man. Okay, that kicked my butt. I need a little bit of a breather. We'll be back soon. I took some tension off this because as it gets lighter and lighter, the same amount of tension isn't necessary. But we got, I want to say, like 8 pallets done already. Once they move out of the way, we'll get back to work. But I'll put the camera down until then, and hopefully we got maybe like another hour more. Getting my workout today. Alright, my job here is done. So you can see we got just over half the container offloaded. And it's stable, so the back's not as bad. I'm going to be de-rigging Hulk. And we're out of here. Alright, and just like that we are out of here, man. I got my chains disconnected. All I gotta do is put the boom back, pull a gear, and I'm back at the shop, man. Starving. I hope y'all enjoy this cool little video. Peace out, y'all.